Well, guys, it's about that time. Hey guys, Puncher here, and yep, it's it's been long. It's been some while, but today I finally got around to seeing the Super Mario Brothers movie, the most probably the most highly anticipated movie of 2023. Now, now let's explain the history I have with the movie. Now, I was really excited when this movie was announced, and I was even more excited when the trailers came out for the film and when the and I made like three reactions to the movie in the trailers. Yeah, that's how much I was excited to see the movie. And and I saw some reviews online and some of the scores, and they were interesting. Some people were saying it was good, others say it was not that good. Also, but not to mention the film also has a 56 on Rotten Tomatoes, which that's shocking enough. So I just went to see it, and are the reviews wrong? Wrong. This did Mario's second jump to the big screen be worth the while? Did it live up to the anticipation? Or is Mario just not well suited for a film? Well, let's take a look. But of course, let's discuss the plot. So the plot of the movie involves Mario and Luigi, who are regular plumbers who plumbers, and they plumbers, but when they're trying to save the city from being flooded, Mario and Luigi end up getting sucked through a pipe, which both of them ends up leading to different worlds. Or Mario to the Mushroom Kingdom, and Bowser to the and Luigi to the into a scary woods, which he's then led into Bowser's castle. And speaking of Bowser, he tries to Bowser's attempt tries to take conquer the Mushroom Kingdom, and tries to marry Peach. Mario must join Peach on the way to stop Bowser, as well as trying to save his own brother. Wow, that's a lot going on with this movie, and yeah, a bit too much. So let's probably address some of the let's just get each thing out of the way. Visually speaking, the animation here is phenomenal. Like phenomenal. It's definitely the best illumination film. Definitely this best looking illumination film I've ever seen. Yeah. Sorry 2018 Grinch, but you just got outbeaten. But seriously, the animation here is so good. Good. The visuals and colors just leap out the screen, especially during the action sequences, and I could tell that a lot of effort was put into this movie. So you really got, and I even said those positives back when the trailers were coming out, and if they still apply to the end, man, like I said, you got to give the people at Universal and Nintendo and Illumination a pat on the back for pulling off such animation very well. It may not be the same animation in the games, but this is way better, man. Man, I like but you know something. It feels like it feels like kind of a mixture between live action and animation, like kind of blended together, and it was well done. Granted, I mean, some shots, especially more Luigi's side, kind of feel like they were like a bit live in the live action kind of leans towards live action category, but it's still fully animated. But Illumination, you did a wonderful job with the animation. Not wonderful, a phenomenal job with the animation. Also, this movie is pretty faithful to the games. Why? Well, there's a bunch of references in the game, and there's a bunch of references there, here and there, and I like mostly the references. In fact, some moments can be pretty funny, especially during the Mushroom Kingdom, and some of the characters can be really funny, and I also And there's also a bunch of references to the original games, like how Mario's like playing like this video game in the beginning. Yeah, this is gonna include spoiler, but he's trying to train so he can go with Princess Peach to defeat Bowser and he tries to like train and shows the power ups, and of course Rainbow Road, Rainbow Road, how the Rainbow Road here is. I just want to say another the reason why I praise the animation is how the Rainbow Road is. It's very colorful, like really colorful. You gotta give the like I said, you gotta give the illumination props for pulling something off very well. But back to the references. Says you also got the Mario Kart references, which are really good. Good. Like I said, you just gotta give illumination like props for a pat on the back for like doing an impressive job with and I also really like how each character gets its chance to shine. Like we got some scene, I like how Peach has a backstory on how she became the queen. You also got Donkey Kong's appearances, which was really cool. And yeah, a lot of the characters do get their chance to shine. And granted, while we don't get every Mario character like Rosalina, Bowser Jr., or Yoshi, to be honest. I mean, there was a bunch of Yoshis running around in some one scene, but but as long as they have a good chunk of the Mario characters, I'm fine with that. But I just felt like some need to be added, or maybe this could be like this. Maybe this film, like I don't know. Maybe this film took place during the early days of Mario, but I don't know. I don't know. Also, some moves are really funny. Mostly the scene where Mario and Luigi were trying to fix the leaky sink, but then they get attacked by a dog. And some moments are funny, especially during the Mushroom Kingdom. And some of the dialogue between dialogue and delivery from the characters are also really funny. I can really tell about that. Man, I like the bonding between Mario and Luigi. It shows that they're willing to stick together no matter what, and I do like the bond between Mario and Princess Peach. Peach and Peach, they really had a good relationship, and I don't think there was like a negative on-screen appearance with them. I mean, there was a couple of scenes, There was a couple of scenes, but overall, they were a very good relationship here. Yep. And I also and there's also Mario and Donkey Kong's relationship, which yes, it kind of falls to the whole characters don't get along, but then they work together early on the trope, and that's mostly present there. And again, I wasn't there when they started to like work together because that was the part where I had to leave to use the restroom. But for a few scenes, I could tell that yep, that definitely happened. So yeah, even with that trope, I do like the bond in this movie, and yes, there are a lot of positives with this movie. Then there are the negatives, which I think is pretty obvious. For starters, the first half wasn't anything to roam about. It's just Mario and Luigi becoming plumbers. I mean, and aside from some funny moments with the dog, it doesn't really live up to anything. I think that so yeah, the first half kind of felt a bit weak. That was up until they got to the Mushroom Kingdom. Don't get me wrong, the first half was good, but was nothing special. And there's the voice acting. The voice acting is probably my biggest gripe in the movie. It's not bad, but most of the voice acting, it honestly felt like another movie where they have the characters where celebrities are just voicing the characters, which is never a good sign, especially when films like Scoop did a horrible job of this. Here, it's not as bad as Scoop's celebrity voice acting, but still not good. Especially, there are a few exceptions. I like the whole Anne. I like how Anne just voices Princess Peach. I love her, love the girl who voices Princess Peach. Jack Black was great as Bowser, and that's pretty much the only two voice acting that voice acting that I really like. Everything else is kind of hit or miss. And let's talk about Chris Pratt as Mario. To me, it honestly feels like he tries to like. It feels like the people behind the movies like try to sound like Mario, but try to keep it a little low tone to know to people so people know it's him. Yeah, Chris Pratt's Mario wasn't the best. Chris Pratt did not really do a good job as as Mario. I mean, not bad, but but it's just but it didn't really nail the high expectations. And the other, I mean, as well, and I do like the other voice acting, but Luigi's voice acting is kind of annoying, to be honest. Honest, as but again, let's just feel like the celebrity voice actor just feel like trying to sound like the characters. It just comes across kind of a bit annoying. That and let's talk about the references. I will admit the references do play a part, a good chunk of the movie, but I feel like the film kind of relied more on the references than the story. References. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're still following the story, but the references are kind of like thrown in there again. But again, that's not really much of an issue since they're trying to be faithful to the source materials, which I will appreciate that. Shoot, that. Also, I also get the feeling that the character development here is kind of, how do we put it, non-existent. It's because I mean, it's some characters like say they're down on each other, but then after a few scenes, they suddenly like, oh, I can do this. Yeah, the character development here kind of feels non-existent here, and that's kind of a big problem because the problems with the characters were like in the beginning, but then after a few scenes, they're like, oh, I'm capable of doing this now. Yeah, but yeah, and the whole yeah, also there's this whole Luigi becoming defended Mario, even though like we hard even though Luigi was hardly in the movie. I mean, he does get a good chunk of screen time, but his character development here felt non-existent, to be completely honest. It felt like it just came out of nowhere. But then again, even though there were some gripes I had with the movie, I still really enjoyed the Super Mario Brothers movie. The animation's phenomenal. I like it's faithful to the source material. I like the bonding and relationship between the characters, and the action sequences are amazing. And some of the voice acting nails very hard. However, the character development is non-existent. A lot of the voice acting didn't really nail expectations, and the first half wasn't really that good. I mean, it was funny, but not really that good. Good, even though it got some laughter in the theater. So overall, I'm gonna give the Super Mario Brothers movie a 70 out of 100. You guys are gonna think why I only give it a 70 and not an 80. Well, is that well, the problems kind of lower the rating down a bit. Hence the main reason why it only got 7. It's only gonna get 70, or maybe I could give it an 80. I don't know. It's between a 70 and an 80, to be completely honest. 70 and an 80. But we can just say like it could. I can give it a 75. I don't know. No, so maybe a 75. Kind of like that. But it's so maybe that it's kind of either a 70 or 80 because I did enjoy the movie, but it's got some issues. So maybe it's kind of near 75 and 80, maybe that. But what do you guys think? Do you guys? And to be completely honest, this movie definitely was worth the wait. Well, in some areas. So, but what do you guys think? Do you guys enjoy the Super Mario movie? Brothers movie? Was it did it live up did it live up to your expectations? Let me know in the comments below. So, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, and I'll be sure to post more movie reviews in the future. So yeah, take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Adios.